I think walking is one of the most important things that we can encourage folks to do in the healing process from relational trauma. And I'm going to talk a little bit about why. So, for many of us who are healing from relational trauma, we are so used to doing I would say one of the extremes, right? Which is, very little to no body movement, conscious body movement, almost sedentary, to the opposite spectrum, which is intensive, almost kind of self-punishing exercise. And so walking is a really beautiful way to kind of come to the middle and to move our body. It's a very healthy activity, and it is a way for us to learn how to be with ourselves. And I really encourage people to do this in nature. So I'm not talking about walking on a treadmill, unfortunately. Even if you're living in a place like Minnesota, which is freezing in the wintertime, I'm really encouraging walking outside in nature as much as possible. And I am also encouraging, when people are walking, to not listen to any headphones. So you're not listening to a podcast with this kind of walking, and you are not checking your emails with this kind of walking. You're not on social media. You're not doing those kind of things. Okay. So you are fully present. You are walking. You are unplugged. You are in nature. You are just you and your body, and you are in nature, and you are walking, and that is it. You're not taking phone calls, none of that stuff. The other reason why I really think this is important is because walking is a natural form of bilateral stimulation. And so we also call that BLS in EMDR. And what bilateral stimulation means is that it's an activity, or it's a conscious movement that activates both the left and the right hemispheres of the brain. So when we're walking, our arms are swinging, they're alternating, and our legs are moving, they're alternating. And so this is a natural form of bilateral stimulation. You're not going to be processing trauma consciously while you're walking usually, but you might be processing, you might be thinking a lot, you might be integrating information, and you will notice that maybe a lot of really good ideas come to us during walking, or you may think about things that you haven't thought about in a long time while you're walking. And this is because you are processing while you are walking. You are activating both the left and the right hemispheres of your brain. After an EMDR session, especially a pretty intense EMDR session, a lot of the people that I work with will tell you this. I encourage folks to go outside immediately after. I work in a beautiful neighborhood, especially this time of year. Lots of beautiful trees falling, and to just take 10 minutes and walk without your phone, without your headphones. You're not listening to anything, and you are just reorienting. You are integrating the information that we just processed in that EMDR session. It doesn't cost any money. I believe it is one of the most important things that we can do in our healing process, is to begin a mindful walking practice. Okay? I hope this was helpful. Thanks for coming on here and being willing to grow and to learn.